Hello and welcome to Chicken Bros. My name is David Heath.
Yes, Cyclops, I would prefer yellow spandex.
Okay, I didn't see that coming. I thought you were going to say the toad thing. Do you know what happens when a toad gets struck by lightning?
Struck by lightning? Don't you people ever die?
Oh, no, we've done a majority of the Marvel movies and realized we never did X-Men, so we're doing X-Men.
And no, we are not ripping off Nostalgia Critics X Month. We're just doing it because we like these movies.
Right.
Well, most of them.
Two of them. Yes, most of them.
Well, I like 2 of them. He likes more than I do.
I like several of them. There are some of them I don't like.
I like 2 of them.
But this is one I definitely do like. It's the one that started it all.
Yep.
So it's like you'd expect. Jean Grey is speaking at a public place.
Actually, no. It starts off with Auschwitz. You don't understand what's happening because it's Auschwitz.
Oh yeah, it does start with that, doesn't it?
Unless you know your X-Men, which at the time we didn't, or I didn't. Did you know, David? I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't big into X-Men or comic books at that time. I just watched movies for being movies.
I knew that was my boy Eric.
I didn't understand what was going on. Anyway, you see this kid being ripped away from his family. He's reaching out, yelling in German, and you just see Mel bending.
And you're like, I wonder which X-Men that is.
Well, I didn't know. Again, I didn't really read X-Men comics. I just watched it as a movie when I was a kid. I didn't get
but even if you're not a fan, you can put together, yep, that's Magneto.
Anyway. It's a backstory. You don't really see...
A whole lot.
Again, unless you know your story, you don't really understand what the point of that is. And then it goes into Jean Grey.
Yeah, speaking at a public place about mutant rights.
And with Senator Kelly being like, why do we need mutant rights? They're not people.
Yeah, all that same bullshit we've been hearing for years and all that stuff. And Mr. Charles Xavier is there witnessing all this. And he's...
They see me rolling. They hate me. And he's talking to his friend / enemy, Eric Linkshire.
Yeah. And,
we are the future, Charles, not them.
I like what he says when he's like, I just want peace. And he's like, I would bring you peace. And I ask for one thing in return. Do not get in my way. Like, oh, shit. Oh, Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen, he is a damn good actor.
Yes, he is. And then it cuts to... Oh, wait, we completely forgot Rogue's intro.
Oh, I hate that simply because I don't like how her boyfriend's like... I mean, I understand that's what happens. Technically, no, they just do that for a dramatic effect. In the comics and in other TV shows, they just pass out or they just freeze. They
just did it to scare you. But basically, Rogue discovers she's a mutant and that nobody can touch her.
That's a sucky life.
Well, it helps. I mean, like, if a predator tries to grab you, then...
Yeah. I mean, her powers are cool in theory. Like, she can absorb memory.
As much as this movie is good, this really sleeps on the rest of her powers.
She can, like, powers. No, she really doesn't. She can absorb
She can fly and she's got super strength.
Only because she absorbed permanently the powers of Miss Marvel. At least according to the 90s cartoon series.
Well, the cartoon series didn't exactly get it right either, but...
That's how they explained it in the cartoon. That's where I get my source. That's more faithful than these movies are.
No, because it's not even faithful to the comic. But anyway, Rogue eventually, like years later, goes to this place where there's an open bar and wrestling.
And a cage fight. Yeah. You just see this outline of this big, buff, hairy fucker. And the other...
Big, buff, hairy fucker.
And... When someone's challenging him, the barkeep's like, don't kick him in the balls. Like, anything goes. Anything goes, just don't kick him in the balls.
And you eventually sort of piece it together that the guy he's talking about is Wolverine. Or the guy who will later be called Wolverine. He's called Logan.
He's Logan.
Yeah.
And he wins because, duh.
Yeah. I like how he tried to punch him and then he deflected it and you hear doom. Or, he headbutted him and went, doom.
Yeah, doing. Because, adamantium skull, clank, clank.
Clank, clank. And later at the bar, I guess the guy's starting to fuck with him or something.
Tries to fight him, and then, he tries to stab him. Rogue goes, look out! And turns around, his claws come out.
Those are badass claws.
Way better than an X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yes, those
which
things.
is sad.
Those things look like, not to rip off Nostalgia Critic, but I have to agree with him. Those things that look like they were ripped out of Toontown.
Oh yeah.
But
like the singing sword.
And here, especially for 2000, they look pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the barkeep's like, "Get out of my bar, freak!" He tears apart a shotgun with his other set of claws.
Yep.
And he just leaves.
Yep.
And Rogue stows away.
Yeah, but she doesn't understand until clank or thump.
She's like, "I saved your life." He's like, "No, you didn't."
No, you didn't. Technically, he really didn't, because A, he would have survived that no problem, and
Yeah.
B, his senses would have picked it up.
Yeah. You gotta remind me of his senses when and if we do Origins. But she goes with him, and she brings up his claws. Like, do they hurt when they come out? And he goes, "Every time."
Every time. But that's true. Okay, yeah, in theory they would hurt. Pain. Yeah, he feels the pain, but here's the thing: he's done it for so long that he's just numb to the pain. At least to the pain of
he's gotta be, right?
At least to the pain of sheathing his claws, because he's done it so many times that he's used to it by now.
Yeah,
Plus, it heals up instantly. It heals up instantly anyway.
And he should be used to it by now. I mean, he's like 200 years old.
Yep. Spoilers for X-Men Origins.
Not that anybody gives a shit.
Nope.
And who was it? Toad or was it just Sabretooth?
I think it was just Sabretooth for that part.
Okay.
They ambush.
Just Sabretooth.
They ambush the vehicle.
Right.
And they don't kidnap Rogue because Storm and Cyclops come in and bust ass.
Yeah. Logan wakes up in the X-Mansion, confused, like always.
Barefoot, bare-chested, like, what the fuck's going on?
Jagers talking in his head.
And, welcome! Are you hungry? We have breakfast. Where the hell am I?
Like when he introduces everybody, he's like, Storm. What do they call you?
Cyclops.
Wheels?
No. Yeah, Storm. Cyclops. What do they call you? Wheels.
Oh my gosh.
Where's the girl? Oh, she's safe.
And then you figure out, I mean, like, if you're an X-Men fan, you know this already, but Logan figures out that this is a school, or a safe haven in a way, for mutant kids who can learn to use and control their powers.
And one thing like, in Rogue's class, fucking Pyro over here.
Being a hothead, no pun intended.
Yeah. He lights a fire behind his back. Iceman Bobby, being cool, no pun intended, literally freezes it, causes him to drop it, and somehow Storm knows that what he's, because she goes, Johnny, and he's just like, and then I like how Iceman made Rogue a little ice rose. A little rose. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Nice blooming romance there.
Hey, blooming romance. Hey.
What?
Blooming romance, rose.
Oh, I didn't even realize I did that. And so, what happens after that?
Shit.
I think that's when Magneto tests out his thing on Senator Kelly, isn't it?
Yeah, are you a God-fearing man, Senator? Now, when I was a kid, I didn't understand that God-fearing meant that you were a believer in God.
Right.
So I was like, he says, I can't remember if he said no or yes, but I was just confused. He goes, and he's like, I don't think you should fear God, Senator. Then he uses the thing, and I just gotta say, Senator Kelly got the shaft as far as mutant power.
Yeah, he turned into a friggin', I don't even know what he turned into.
Yeah, he just can flurge through tight. Just.
And then he just dissipated in the water, and I guess he's dead. I don't know. Or that's what happens later, but he washes up on the shore. Stan Lee, by the way, is in there.
Not his best cameo, because I barely remember it.
Right. Well, he didn't say anything, and he was not all that noticeable, but he's still there. And gosh, what happens after that? I think Xavier's trying to piece together where Logan came from. We don't learn much, but
that's for the next movie.
Skeleton.
Yep.
And Logan and Cyclops don't get along very well because Logan's got the hots for Scott's girlfriend, Jean.
Well, I don't think they were an item yet because I need to tell you to stay away from your girl. Well, if I did that, then she wouldn't be my girl. And later, hey Logan, yeah, stay away from my girl.
Yeah, but you know they're dating.
Oh yeah. I mean, any X-Men fan worth his balls knows that.